that our flag was to burn. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I welcome right back Don Boyle, Leo Bowler alongside as we settle in for our nightcap game here, Leo, as it's Bristol and Madison for the 8th grade championship. Looking forward to this.
And Bristol, the home team, Madison, the third representative from down this afternoon. The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams represented by the Tigers, and they will receive the opening kickoff.
Game is underway. Ball squibbed along to midfield, and Madison, as you mentioned, will take it to get it going here.
Brendan Walsh on the front line for the Madison Tigers, who recovered the onside kick of Ashton Zabka. Just barely got the 10 yards, but Madison will take over 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe.
Had a shootout in the grade 7 game, won by Southington over Madison. A little jump by Sean Thompson, the big fella in the middle there. You see Thompson, you see Kai Murphy, a couple of guys for Bristol, some of the big guys. It might have been Murphy, the guy that jumped that time around. So 1st and 10, now turning into 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Hand off, and the run comes to the near side. Staying inbound and moving cleverly along is Adoynik. Paul Adoynik. Nice run there. Able to pick up the first down inside the 40 towards the 37-yard line.
Adoynik on the jet sweep from the right side, coming to the wide side of the field, and he is able to turn that corner, and fortunately for Bristol, they were able to push him out of bounds.
So they have it 1st and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. The quarterback is Kevin Nizelik. Run goes to the right side this time, and that is a touchdown. Highlight reel stuff early on. And wow, Madison in 2 plays showing great speed. Incredible. Ethan O'Brien around the right side for the score to make it 6-0 in just 2 plays, if we can take a look. That was a thing of beauty.
It truly was. O'Brien very, very fast turning the corner there. And you can see they're out in front of everybody. A 37-yard touchdown run for O'Brien. And Madison scores at the 9:40 mark, just 20 seconds into the game.
Here at the 8th grade level, it's 1 point for the kick, right? And 2?
No, still 2.
Still 2?
Yep.
Okay. Need to be refreshed on that. Mackey with the try, up and through for 2 points. And that will make it 8-0. Early on, just 20 seconds in. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
That was Aiden McKay that kicked that? Oh, no. Mackey. Okay.
All right, welcome right back as we continue off to a quick start here. Last game of the day. Special thanks to the folks from Shoreline Youth Football Conference for allowing us to be part of just a wonderful day. Short kick. Bristol will have it for the first time, trailing on the scoreboard 8-0, but maybe not for long the way they bust downfield. It's high-speed action. Vic Rosa with a terrific return, electrifying out to the 49. Is it me, or when they jump to the 8th grade level, all of a sudden the speed
Everything
of the
gets
game
faster.
is like 30 times faster? It's amazing how these guys all kind of grow up here.
Kevin Nizelik on the tackle for Madison may have stopped a touchdown there with Vic Rosa showing some serious jets on that return.
Nizelik, the quarterback for this Madison team. His team up 8-0. O'Brien with that 37-yard touchdown run. So Bristol's going to go right to the ground. Bristol in the white uniforms. They're the home team today. And Madison is the away team, and the black tops are the gold numerals. Sharp-looking uniforms really on both these teams. Alexander Marshall gets the play from the sideline, and he'll bring it back in, the quarterback for this Bristol team, the Bulldogs. They quickly come up to the line of scrimmage. Very tight formation, very similar to the offense run by the North Haven Indians. Quarterback goes straight ahead that to Marshall. Didn't get much. And we're going to see like a wholesale change here by Bristol. Interesting.
10 players on, 10 players off.
Yeah.
Don.
Glad I didn't have to keep track of every one of those players coming on and off the field. I don't have the wherewithal to do that. That's Rosa now commandeering the offense. So this is an entirely different look, you would imagine. They'll send a man in motion. Rosa on the run through the middle. Lowers the shoulder and brings it inside the 45 and towards the 43-yard line before he's brought down on the play. Going to be about a yard and a half shy of the first down here. So it's 4th down in the opening quarter.
Looks like 29 players on the roster for the Bristol Bulldogs. So that wholesale change now, and that could be just to get everybody their play count early so the coaches can forget about that aspect of the game.
I like the strategy. Down by 8. Confident in this team, obviously. Rosa again on 4th down, just plowing into the line. Nothing fancy about that. Inside the 40, and that will pick up the first down towards the 39-yard line.
He hits the hole quickly, doesn't he, Don?
Yeah, he does. He's ferocious at it. Again, they'll make one of those wholesale changes. Change just about everybody. Coming back out as a quarterback is Marshall. I wonder how many times they're going to do that in the game.
Well, each player on this team's got to get, I believe, 9 plays. It looks like they have 29 on the roster.
Quarterback under center. They'll hand it off. Shifting through is Despins, and Despins able to move down towards the 35-yard line. Big guys blocking in front. Raz for one. Raz. One of the big offensive linemen there.
Nice tackle there by Odiniak, who came from the free safety spot to come up and make that tackle. But a nice 4-yard gain by, what may be the second-string offense for Bristol.
Go with a quick hitter. Defense does the job. Not much going on for DeVoe. And they'll change things up. 6:32 remaining here in the opening quarter. You like that strategy? You get a lot of the plays in early on for all these guys?
Yeah, I do. We used to work on that pretty regularly during the week, shifting teams in and out. I've had teams with 36 on the roster, and you have to have complete changes. You have to have complete teams on the field. It's not easy.
Coyote goes wide to the left side. They got a wing in motion going across the formation, left to right. This is Rosa. Goes to the outside, lowers the shoulder to get that ball inside the 30 towards the 28. I don't think he got that. So set up 4th down and very, very short here. With Rosa in the lineup, is probably a run straight at these guys. He runs so hard and so quickly. Also checking in now will be Alexander Marshall. receiver going left is Nichols. Throw comes back to Marshall. There's a lot of running room. He's inside the 15, towards the 10, towards the 5, and collared down at about the 4-yard line. Beautiful play. They set up that little screen against the grain there, Leo.
Very deceptive the way they play on that. Ran to the left, swing back to the right. And this is where Marshall turns. He doesn't look like he's very quick. He's got some speed as well. He gets out in front of the pack and all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Nice play there by the Bristol Bulldogs.
Diniak able to make the saving tackle on him.
First and goal at the 3.
Trying to get right back into this encounter, trailing 8-0. Handoff, run right. Nichols. I'm going to say the knee went down before.
Nichols on the carry.
Missed the cross the goal line.
Flag on the play, an illegal shift by the Bristol Bulldogs. So what went from a first and goal at the 3 will be a first and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll bring it back, place it on down.
First and goal from the 8-yard line.
Well, if you like to throw the ball, it gives you a little more room. If you like to run it, that's a big costly penalty.
It is.
Here they come up to the line of scrimmage again. Rosa takes a snap. He likes to run it. Barrels straight ahead. Moves it down toward the 5-yard line. And it'll be second down and goal to goal from there.
Second and 5.
The good thing is they didn't lose it down, obviously, on that penalty.
Right.
So.
And Rosa he just barrels forward. He's got his legs moving at top speed after a couple of steps.
He's running again, trying to squeeze through a hole. This time, Madison will just stop him in their track. So Madison has come up empty today in 2 champions now.
Yes, they have, and both were going away from them at the end of the game.
For the 5 championships in the books, we'll run down the scores for you, if I can remember them.
I know the first one was 21-6. I just don't remember who won.
Glastonbury won
That's
that.
Right.
Yep.
The second one was 28-12.
Newtown won
Newtown
that
over North Haven.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 35-0, I think. Madison, right?
Yeah.
They scored late in that game?
Did Madison score late in that game? Yeah, they scored one touchdown.
Yeah, I had to go get the rosters at that point.
We got it written down there. Rosa throws out right. It's caught toward the goal line and in for the touchdown. Ashton Zapka. Zapka on the receiving end of the Rosa throw. The lefty finds his man throwing out to the right. It makes it 8-6. Well-designed play.
A lot of misdirection on that play to get that touchdown set up. Here comes a replay of the point. The extra point goes wide, so there's no extra point. But that's a nice little play up the middle there, and Zapka just kind of floats out, stands around a little bit like he's not involved in the play, and catches the touchdown pass.
So 8-6 your score. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. All right, welcome back. So 8-6 your score after the missed 2-point kick try there, Mr. Bowler. Daphne tried to put it through the uprights. A little onside kick, and that's going to be a kick for a negative yard. That's a hard thing to do.
That's not easy. That one went -1.
So Madison.
They can score quickly, Don, as we just saw. Boy, 37-yard run by Ethan O'Brien, but it was right after a nice 13-yard gain to the near side on their first play.
So they'll have it. 1st and 10. Nice look, the quarterback. Dad was a fine football player in his own right. They hand it off. Flanagan, not much going on for Patch. He's driven down right there at the line of scrimmage. Hey, there's a lot of big fellows along that line for Bristol defensively. That's going to be a tough bunch to run against, you get a feeling, to the inside.
Yeah, to the inside. I think they may be vulnerable to the outside.
Second down and 10, no gain on the play. Gara in the lineup. He's the center. He'll snap it on back.
A little wildcat formation with Odiniak back there. They're going to get a delay of game penalty. Not getting that play in from the sidelines.
3:20 remaining here in the opening quarter, and they're backed up 5 yards. It'll be, second down and 15 to go from the 45-yard line now. They're going to stick with the same play. Odiniak will take the snap from center. He's running right. No secrets there. Gets that running start, and he's down towards the 41. Got about 4 yards back from that penalty. We'll set up second down and rather long, close to 12.
Sean Thompson wrapping up around his legs there to bring him down.
Third and 12 to go. Well, a little bit of a jump along that line of scrimmage by Bristol. Maybe a little eager to get on in. Penalty's going to go against the defense. Got into that neutral zone area there, Leo, and that's not good news.
And you know, when it's your nose guard, it's really frustrating as a defensive coach because the football is directly in front of them. You gotta teach them to not use their ears, just their eyes on that defensive line.
Yeah, coaches are talking to him now on the sideline. Mr. Murphy getting a bit of a lesson there. Well, he was eager. Nislek wants to throw, airs it out, and that's a beautifully thrown ball over the defender. It's going to be ruled a catch down towards the 21-yard line. He had terrific touch on that, and Odiniak made a beautiful catch.
Wow, you know, now again,
that's a
he
big
did not. You got to tell the coaches on the sideline this is in the NFL, so he does not have to control it all the way to the ground.
Take a look at that
so
throw,
you'll
Leo.
See, perfect. Right on the money, takes a couple of steps, and then loses the football as he goes out of bounds.
Beautiful throw by Kevin Nislek. Nislek to work out of the gun. He'll go straight ahead on 1st and 10. Steps through tacklers, taken down hard towards the 10-yard line. Coming up to make the play was Vic Rosa. He's a football player, that young man.
Yes, he is. That's close enough to first down yardage where they're going to need to take a look at it.
Yeah, it was a decision all the way for the quarterback to run on that particular play, trying to catch this Bristol team by surprise. Looked like the Tigers picked up the first down. Looks like, is it inside the 10? It'd be first and goal to goal. If it's outside the 10, they could pick up a first down. Looks like they can near the goal line. Nislek again finds a hole over the right side, wrestled down towards the 7-yard line.
But I tell you that, I can't believe they can get a first down. It's got to be within inches of the goal line.
Madison shuffling players in and out of the lineup likewise here. Madison scored first. Bristol responded. Again, they just keep the ball on the ground. Trying to be very safe with it here. Probably trying to wear down that Bristol team a little bit. They scored so quickly on the first drive. They like to physically get after it a little bit. Nislek again. Work under center. It's been a steady diet of Nislek running the football here on this drive. And we got 61 seconds remaining on the clock. Right back after this. How long was that pass play for score?
5 yards.
5 yards.
Yep.
right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
All right, out of the timeout. Nislek and company, they can pick up a first down towards the goal line. And did they get Bristol to jump again? Boy, they're having some difficulty.
That time Daniel Loretti on the near side of the field.
But you know what? Half the distance may not give them a first down, Leo. I've seen that
Yeah.
that odd play
Yeah.
in the past on pass interference in the end zone. Happened to Notre Dame West Haven. Wouldn't pick up first down. So basically, by rule, the way it went, they could never pick up a first down on penalties.
Right. You could never get to it.
Could never get to it because it's half the distance of where they had to go. Nislek going to go straight ahead, trying to dive on into the end zone. He's in. We'll call it a yard touchdown plunge on the quarterback keeper by Kevin Nislek. So they showcase Nislek's arm and his running ability on that drive. So now you got 2 or 3 different guys to worry about.
And Bristol's got to take care of the business on the defensive line. They've got to stay still. They cannot keep jumping offside. We'll see how the kicker for Madison does here, Aiden McKay.
And it's up. It looked like it may have knuckled through there, and it did. And the lead will grow to 16-6. We'll take a break. We'll be back. 55 seconds remaining till halftime.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
All right back here. As you can see, 16-6 Madison on top of Bristol here in this grade 8 championship game. Congratulations to all the winners today. We've had some exciting football games. Glastonbury champion in grade 4, Newtown in grade 5. A little onside kick up coming, and it's going to bounce around. That hit a helmet. It's free. Still a free ball. Madison indicating they've got it, and they do come up with it. It hit a bunch of bodies, and finally it was recovered by Patch Flanagan, and Madison will get it back here.
Wow, and Justin Despins at the bottom of that pile, I think, may have had it torn out of his hands by the Madison player that came up with it. And it is Madison ball at the 50.
We'll take another look at that. That ball bounding around there. Hit a bunch of hands and hit a helmet. Came flying free. And Despins did have a chance at that, just couldn't get it.
And Flanagan able to wrestle it away. And that's what happens at the bottoms of those piles.
And again, Nislek goes straight ahead, and that's about 1.5 yards. Nothing fancy now from Madison.
Kit Mannion on the tackle, coming up from his linebacker spot to make that tackle.
Cheshire victorious today. That was in what, grade 6?
Yes.
Grade 7 to Southington, now the grade 8 championship game. So congratulations to all. Really to all teams who played all year. This is O'Brien who scored the game's first touchdown, and he is just walloped as he tried to turn the corner on the far side. You know what? He was probably spoiled there a little bit. But Rosa, we talked about his football ability, just plastered him
Absolutely.
that time.
And just a great read on the play, and that was the jet sweep that O'Brien scored on his first carry of the game. A 37-yard run by O'Brien, and that time Vic Rosa doing a good job reading that play, and that's going to end the first quarter.
I don't know if we have that hit. We can leave with that if we do. If we don't worry. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in just a moment.
This isn't Madison Square Garden.
These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick, but these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community.
All right, welcome back. First play, second quarter. Screen. Nislick's pass tipped. Flanagan was the intended recipient there. Getting a hand on it was Tejada. So Gabby did a nice job to get to the football and knock it away incomplete.
Absolutely. Read it perfectly. Stayed right with the running back that stayed behind their line of scrimmage. So you got to like that when your players are heads up enough to pick something like that up.
Looks like on 4th down, Madison's going to try to maintain possession here. Will they quick kick it? We've seen that too all day long. Nislick looks at the sideline. He'll check the wristband. They didn't flip a page there. They went to the top page of that wristband, and Nislick will quick kick it. Hits it high. Floats on down and continues to roll and comes to a halt at about the 18-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you,
You're
nothing
chuckling?
will drive you a coach crazier when kids won't get away from a punt. You know?
Indeed.
All it's got to do is that's why footballs are shaped that way. They take crazy bounces. It takes the crazy bounce, bounces off your leg, and it's Madison's ball inside the 20. So you could hear the coach screaming, "Get away!"
So 1st and 10 for the Bristol Bulldogs, trailing the Tigers by 10 at 16-6, 9:44 remaining till the half.
What a weapon that extra point is.
Absolutely.
It was the difference in the game between Madison and Southington until
Yeah, it really was.
Southington's Marco Testa just took the game and put it on his shoulders.
6 touchdown runs in that game. 3 of them 75 yards or more. And they had a 94-yard pass interception return for touchdown as the run comes to the near side by Vic Rosa. I mean, they put together some big plays.
They certainly did. And Rosa gets 9, almost 10 on that run right there. And that's a lot of it. He may have even gotten the first down. We'll see what the official says. No, he's going to say second down in inches.
Really impressed with the way Rosa plays this game of football here at the 8th grade level. They need about a yard. They'll send a receiver to the far side. Zapka, who has a touchdown catch here, a 5-yarder. And it off. Run goes out to the right side by a Nichols, the ball carrier. Turned it inside the hash marks, out towards the 30-yard line.
Flags down on the play. It's going to be an illegal motion. Again, it's impatience on the quarterback spot, Don. They have to keep themselves from calling the cadence until everybody gets set. And that time he did not allow the guy to go down into his stance and the motion man moving at the same time. It was the flag from the far side wing official.
So the ball pushed back to the 23-yard line. Is it difficult to explain that type of situation to a quarterback to make sure everybody's settled at this young age?
It is at this age, especially, at the 8th grade level. They should get it by now, but you know what? They're excited here. It's beginning of the second quarter. I think a little bit has to do with nerves as well.
All right, Rosa to work out of the shotgun. He's got one running back, receivers left and right. And Rosa through the middle will weave his way towards the 28-yard line. Going to be shy of the first down, it looks like. Going to be very, very close. Now they're going to give him the first down. So there you go. That's like almost in the same spot when they didn't give him the first down, and this time they do at the 29 officially.
You can see Madison when they're tackling, going for the football, pawing at it while Rose is going by them. It's, again, good fundamentally taught players here from the Madison sidelines.
Vanassi comes to the near side as a wide receiver. That run got him to the 31-yard line. That was 74. Lacerenza on the carry. Lacerenza, that surprised me when you've seen a 74 running the football. I was like, no, that's not true, is it?
No numbering restrictions in the shoreline.
Again, Rosa out of the gun. Looked like they jumped that time. Leon got away with it. Rosa,
I think you're right,
spins at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to the 37-yard line. Looked like they got up a little early there. The officials, they don't let much go at this level, do they? Especially in a championship game. They want to teach the kids the right way.
You're absolutely right. I mean, at fourth grade level, they may let it go here and there because, again, the kids are still learning. But Championship Sunday and the premier game of the day, there's nothing going to slip by these officials. Things may slip by.
Yeah, right.
But they won't let anything go.
Again, they send receivers left and right. It's a wing to the right now in motion. Rosa's going to call his own number. Flags fly from all directions. Might have had two guys in motion. Let's see what they will call here. So Bristol can, legal shift. They'll be backed up 5 yards. So Bristol, their worst enemy right now. They've had some tough penalties, both defensively and offensively, called against.
Big difference from the 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8, Don. That's a country mile. And I think, if you're Bristol, you also don't want to go for it on 4th down either and turn the ball over down here. 6:20 remaining in the half.
Bristol coming, but hold on. Things starting to really stall. Bristol making their home as a home team directly below us to the far side is the Madison Tigers. So the Bulldogs. 3rd down and about 8 to go. Rosa will work under center. The handoff comes to the near side, and that is well sniffed out by Flanagan. And it was really became a hopeless play. They couldn't block him there. Brought down immediately was Kip Mannion. So Kip Mannion trying to turn the corner, and Daniel just couldn't get there. It'll be 4th down and about 13. Lost close to 5 yards in that play, Leo.
Yeah, that was a very heads-up play by Patch Flanagan to come through the line of scrimmage, not bite on the fakes. Bristol has been faking it quite a bit.
Got 2 safeties back deep. Punt bobble botched. Falling on it is Schweitzer, and Seth able to cover it up. Thought he had some room to create a big return on that line drive kick. Instead, Madison will take over at the midfield stripe with the lead at 16-6, 5:22 remaining till halftime.
Good idea to punt that way, but interesting formation. You don't see the long punt snaps anymore. Everything is kind of a quick kick, and I guess it's the execution that's the big problem there with the snaps.
You see the quarterback game at the 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade level really starting to be outstanding.
Yeah.
Meaning in the fact that they can throw the ball downfield with a lot of accuracy. The one part of the game that's very difficult to teach and takes a long time is the training for kickers.
That's true. Yeah, the special teams work.
This is O'Brien, big, powerful runner. Good effort on 1st down to gain close to 8 yards. It'll set up 2nd down. Bristol Bulldogs trying to figure out a way to slow down this attack. Zabka made the tackle.
We talk about quarterback play. Boy, we saw a good one from Newtown today at the 5th grade level in Iaquella.
He was unbelievable. It looks like he's been to a passing camp at 2 the way he was throwing the football. Well, throws it a lot in the backyard. Ground game again. Madison, nothing fancy here. Handed off. Flanagan will pick up the 1st down towards the 36-yard line. Madison going quickly, too. Bristol trying to hustle players on and off the field as Goodman makes his way to the sideline. Kai Murphy back out there defensively. 1st and 10 for Madison. Get that power showing to the left side. They go right side with Flanagan. Kind of counters against all that muscle out there and get it down to the 30-yard line, Leo.
As a former defensive coordinator and head coach in this league, Don, I have to tell you that that trap play right there to the fullback brings back nightmares for me. Madison good at executing that play.
I think a lot of your memories bring back nightmares, Leo. A run right by O'Brien. He's able to move it inside the 30-yard line.
Went to a couple championship games.
You certainly did.
Came home with a couple of shorter trophies than the other team had when it was over.
I had a chance to call one of those games. You look good on the sideline, Leo.
Oh, thank you very much.
Really good.
We dressed well. That's
Absolutely.
one thing we did.
Yeah. 3:56. Clock stops. 3rd down and short. Looking for the first down. Nieslick will get that. He's a powerful runner. And he's got it down inside the 25 towards the 23-yard line. Methodical as they move downfield. Eye backfield behind the quarterback. And a timeout here. Nieslick family, a big lacrosse family. They got some outstanding players.
Good athletes up and down
Absolutely.
that family, huh?
An older brother, I believe, won a national championship. This is O'Brien.
Ball got loose.
I think it's Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah, it's O'Brien that had it knocked away.
We'll take a look here and see how it gets loose.
Able to recover is Madison, however.
Oh, yeah.
Got punched out a bit, didn't it? Looked like O'Brien recovered his own fumble. Maybe not. It was hard to tell in the pile there. 2:57 remaining here in the opening half. One of the few plays for Madison that did not gain positive yardage, as Flanagan was hovered over and brought down by the big fella Kai Murphy.
Another thing you start teaching them as they get older, too, that you don't pull the running back toward you. You push them the other direction. And Mr. Murphy got a hold of him, and he pulled him to the ground very quickly.
3rd down and about 7 to go. Handoff, first back through, and Flanagan able to sail down towards the 16-yard line. It's interesting, you usually see the smaller back behind the bigger back, but that's Flanagan in front of O'Brien, which is kind of interesting as we get a timeout with 2:13 remaining till halftime. 16-6, a team in the black uniform tops with a lead over the team in white. We'll be right back.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, back here. Timeout just about over. Good look at the team in the lead, the Madison Tigers. They lead it by the score of 16-6. Nieslick with a short touchdown run, about 1.5 yards or so. Ethan O'Brien started the scoring with an electrifying 37-yard run, just 2 plays into the game, Leo. They've added 2 extra points, and they lead it 16-6.
The well-executed jet sweep up by O'Brien for the touchdown.
Zapka with the touchdown on a pass from Rosa for Bristol's points. 4th down and short. Nieslick, the work out of the shotgun. Flanagan off his right shoulder, receivers left and right. Man comes in motion. Nieslick's going to carry through the middle, and he's got himself a first down inside the 15-yard line.
That's a big weapon, having a quarterback that runs the football as well as Kevin Nieslick runs it. And he is injured on the play. I hope he's okay. That's a big gasp on the other sideline. So we'll hope he pops right up. But when you have a running quarterback, Don, very difficult to prepare for that.
Yeah, let's take a look at that run by Nieslick if we have that. A little motion across the formation. Did it put Bristol on its heels perhaps a little bit and allow that opening for Nieslick to pick up the first down?
You know, especially when you've run that jet sweep formation with success, you know, you have a tendency to start to move to the outside as an inside linebacker to try to help with the cutbacks. But the minute you do, you have Nisley keeping the football and running right up that vacated spot. So not very well executed play, good play calling by the Madison Tigers coaching staff.
So they have fresh downs. Flanagan will take the snaps. Quarterback had to come out of the ball game, and he fumbles the snap under center, and he's able to cover. So here's another question. When you're talking about exchange, you're the new quarterback coming in. Is it easier under center or out of the gun?
Yeah, I think it's a little easier out of the gun.
Yeah, me too.
Isaac right back in the game, so he shook that one off pretty quickly.
Bulldogs will call a timeout here with 96 seconds remaining. So with the loss of yardage, Bristol perhaps thinking maybe we can stop him here and get that ball back. We'll keep it right here at Guilford High School. Let you know that Glastonbury was the grade 4 champs. Congratulations. Newtown wins in grade 5. Cheshire the grade 6 champion. Southington in grade 7, and we'll determine who's the winner in about 90 minutes or less. Hope it's less than that with the Pats on tonight. Got to get home.
Absolutely. In Denver, too. I don't like playing in watching them playing Mile High, but Osweiler is the quarterback today, so
he scares me. I think he's kind of talented, Osweiler. You don't think he is?
I don't like him, no.
You don't like him?
No.
Yeah.
No, he reminds me of Tony Eason. I think he's always looking at the rush as opposed to looking downfield. But
yeah, interesting. Interesting analogy there. So the Patriots don't have much of a rush, so.
Well, that's a good point.
He could be a good quarterback tonight. We'll wait and see, won't we? Nisley to take the snap out of the shotgun. They pitch it. Roaring ahead, right side. O'Brien long strides it. Spins through a tackle at the 5 and scores his second touchdown.
That one's coming back, though, Don.
There's a flag down there.
I think we have either a block in the back. No, it's a clip. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
We'll take a look at that, see if we can pick it up.
Yep. You'll see it right on the edge here, Don. Watch. Right there. In the back.
Yeah.
Yep. In the back below the waist. That's a 15-yard penalty as well. That's going to be marched off from the point of infraction, which looks like it's around the 9. So that should take that all the way, way out there.
That's a big break.
To the 24, I believe, is where that ball's going to come to rest, I think. 25.
So the penalty brings it back to the 25-yard line, as you mentioned.
So they'll repeat second down. It'll be second down in about, 22 or so.
Yeah, they can pick up a first down inside the 5-yard line, down towards the 12 or so. So 22, 23 yards. I should say the 3-yard line. Nisley will throw, and it's incomplete. Schweitzer, the intended receiver, he's looking for a call. He's not going to get it.
That was good defensive work right there by that defensive back, that young man from Bristol.
Jeremiah Tatum?
Yes, it was.
Love that name, Jeremiah. If I could redo my first name, I'd name myself Jeremiah.
Well, you know what? You're a defensive back named Tatum. That's a pretty good name, too.
Absolutely. I think we should be able to choose our own first names at birth. I'm going to put a petition together because it's difficult to change it, right, after you're given it.
It's tough to get people to call you anything different, that's for sure.
Pass goes incomplete. 1:15 remaining here in the quarter. Halftime show will consist of cheerleading squads coming on out to entertain. We'll run down the scores, show you a couple of highlights from the first half. Get ready for the second half of football. We'll bring you the post-game ceremony from midfield when they award the trophy. Nisley under pressure. Will throw. Oh, nearly intercepted by my man Jeremiah Tatum.
Looked like he had it, too. And then he had some running room ahead of him, but turnover on downs. That's a big defensive play there for the Bristol Bulldogs. And here it is. I think he was as surprised as anybody that the ball was coming to him.
You know, he dropped it, so they actually get a little bit better field position out of it at the 25-yard line. Who says he was going to get it all the way back beyond the 25? So, smart play to drop it there by the man with my favorite name, Jeremiah. Vic Rosa to work under center. Looks like he's running a bit of that option, decides to keep it, and takes a pile. Gets down underneath and towards the 29-yard line, close to 4 on the play.
I think they're running a double option. I think he's faking the ball to the fullback. I'm not sure if he's meshing there. I'll take a little closer look to see if he's meshing with the fullback and then reading the end, but keeps the ball and turns it up. Looked like he got hit at the line of scrimmage. He still came away with 5.
Yeah, he's tough. Wishbone behind this time. He wants to throw it. Pump fakes. Chase from behind. In trouble. Does a nice job to hold on to the football. Then it comes free, but the ground caused that O'Brien with the sack back towards the 25-yard line.
Boy, Ethan O'Brien's got some wheels. He caught up from Rosa. I don't think Rosa knew he was there, though.
Get a timeout with 29 ticks remaining on the clock.
Not much of a drop back on that pass. He took the ball and only took a couple of steps back.
Good look at the Bristol sideline, shuffling players in and out. Trying to come up with a scheme, a game plan here to pick up a first down on 3rd down and about 10 to go after the sack. What are you going to run here?
I think Bristol's going to take an opportunity and send their the offense back out on the field that started the game. I have a feeling you're going to see a few different numbers out there and maybe get another play toward that 7-play threshold that they have to hit. And that's exactly what coaches from Bristol are doing.
Third down and 10. That's a loose football on the snap. Madison indicating they've come up with it. It was just there for the taking. It is in the hand of a Tiger.
Oh, they're calling him down.
Yep. Interesting. Nislik had it in his hand. He's in disbelief. I don't know if we can see that one again. That was just an exchange that went right to the feet. Boy, Nislik, how could they say anybody was down? That ball was free. I don't know. Unless he slipped and hit a knee as he was going into the line of scrimmage. Can you pull that back slow there, Danny? Let's pull that back slowly. Let's take a look at that again if we can.
There it is on the ground. Yep.
That's a tough break for Madison, I get a feeling. Good job by Danny Alvarado and the gang. Seeing that football pop free. How would you have ruled that?
Fumble. I think we would. If I was officiating, it would be Madison's football. Then again, I didn't have that wing official's view, so
they're going to fake it here. With 22 seconds remaining, they give it the old college try, so to speak. They're going to come up empty, and Madison with that explosive offense, they've got guys that can get the job done. They stop Rosa shy, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at about the 26-yard line of Bristol. So they could put this game out of reach here if they can execute over the next 17 seconds.
Nislik definitely has the arm to throw the ball near the end zone without a doubt. So we're not into the Hail Mary situation yet, but definitely can pull off a couple of plays. They do have some timeouts.
Nislik to work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers of the short side, right side of the field with the ball in the right hash mark. They look left, now they throw towards the end zone. It's an arcing pass intended for O'Brien down toward the goal line and incomplete. Nice route, he was open. Nislik just couldn't feed it to him.
Nice pump fake by Kevin Nislik. Throw the ball toward the flat. That gave the receiver a chance to do that down, out, and go. That is one of my favorite passes.
Nislik will take it again out of the shotgun. Flanagan remains in the backfield. Twin wide left, 2 to the short side right again. Same formation. Will they go after the same play? They fake right. They're going to throw right. Spiral towards the end zone. On time. Out of bounds they rule. Schweitzer made the catch. And they're going to rule he was out of bounds. I thought he had a foot in. Let's see that again. See how good that call was. Beautiful throw.
With pressure around him as well.
Watch the feet here. Watch the pole get in the way. Always the way it goes.
Yeah. Only 1 foot in the shoreline, right?
Only 1 pole in the whole place, and it got in the way. A little trickery as they pitch and run it out to the left side. Diniak able to advance to about the 22 as time will expire here in the. So they almost come up with a touchdown. Does Madison, but they'll take a lead into the locker room at the half. 16-6 your score. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our halftime.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Attention fans, the winner of the 50-50 raffle. The winning number is 649-967. You can claim your prize at the Snack Shack. Again, that winning number is 649-967.
Streaming and the rockets are reckless, the bumpers singing air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I welcome right back Don Boyle, Leo Bowler alongside as we settle in for our nightcap game here, Leo, as it's Bristol and Madison for the 8th grade championship. Looking forward to this.
And Bristol, the home team. Madison, the third representative from down this afternoon. The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams represented by the Tigers, and they will receive the opening kickoff.
Game is underway. Ball squibbed along to midfield, and Madison, as you mentioned, will take it to get it going here.
Brendan Walsh on the front line for the Madison Tigers, who recovered the onside kick of Ashton Zabka. Just barely got the 10 yards, but Madison will take over 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe.
Had a shootout in the grade 7 game, won by Southington over Madison. A little jump by Sean Thompson, the big fella in the middle there. You see Thompson, you see Kai Murphy, a couple of guys for Bristol, some of the big guys. It might have been Murphy, the guy that jumped that time around. So 1st and 10, now turning into 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Hand off, and the run comes to the near side. Staying inbound and moving cleverly along is Adoynik. Paul Adoynik. Nice run there. All right, both teams coming back onto the gridiron for the second half. I don't know if we have a couple of highlights or not. Highlight guy is not around right now. Let's take a little bit of a break. I wonder if Danny will be back. He's done a terrific job for us today. We appreciate that. Max will cue a couple up for us. That's that first touchdown run. If we can start that again, and we'll We'll drop this at there and see if we can do that. Yeah, there he is. O'Brien, that was a 37-yarder. Got a lot of speed, doesn't he, Leo?
He really does. Once he turned that corner, there was no catching him from the inside. You got to get good angles to catch a runner that quick, and there was no catching him on that one. Here's the touchdown for Bristol, and the pass into the corner. Nice job there by Bristol's receiver, Ashton Zabka. Nice catch there, and did not hold on to it to the ground, but it's not the NFL. Just got to have control as he went out of bounds. And there's Nislek on that 1-yard dive into the middle. Don, the one thing that Madison does, they have that quick hit. There's that onside kick that Madison recovered. The one thing that Madison does very well, they've got that inside dive that they trap the guard from the opposite side, quick hitter, and they'll run that 3 or 4 times, and then they'll fake it and give the ball outside. And that roll to the outside, there's another touchdown for Madison.
Yeah, I think that was the one that was called back, Leo.
I think you're right. That was the one with the hit from behind.
Absolutely. All right, so we're just about set to start the second half.
As we get to the second half, your score is Madison Tigers 16.
Uphill climb here for the Bristol Bulldogs if they want to win the Grade 8 championship game and wrestle it away from the Tigers of Madison. 16-6 your score. What a wonderful day. It began early for us at about 7:30 with our crew call and setup time this morning, and we've been here all day enjoying the action. Special thanks to the folks at the concession stand taking all my money. Actually, the money I borrowed. So we could feed the crew. The burgers and hot dogs were high quality, Hummel hot dogs, and the burgers were delicious too. So we appreciate their hard work on the far side. They've been here all day. The volunteers and the folks from the Shoreline Youth Football Conference who put on just a magnificent show once again, each and every year. It seemingly gets better, Leo. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And the quality of football goes up every year as well. And Bristol now needs to do something pretty big here.
They're going to get the football to start the second half. The dangerous Vic Rosa is back deep and in the middle. A little delay before Flanagan kicks it away here.
Another onside.
The kick comes to the near side. Battled for it. Actually, wasn't Flanagan. It played with my eyes there a little bit. It was McKay. Aiden McKay with the kick. The onside kick to midfield. Bristol's going to have good field position to start the drive. So that's the risk you take when you try to recover an onside kick. But they got a lot of confidence in their defense as Madison, and they've only allowed 6 points thus far.
So I think Bristol's going to get the ball on the Madison side of the 50 because one of the Madison Tigers touched that football before it went 10 yards. So they do have the ball at the Madison 49.
So they'll have it 1st and 10. Rosa to work under center will take the snap, and immediately, that's a new quarterback in there. That was Marshall taking the snap that time, 22 and not 2.
I think Bristol's opening up this second half with that second team offense. Get 5 in the first half. So I think only 2 plays needed for this team to get their count, and then the coaches can put that clipboard away and not have to worry about it.
Alexander Marshall again to work under center. They go with the wishbone in the backfield. Tigers may have jumped that time. First time they timed it brilliantly. This time they jump offside.
Bristol taking a page out of the Madison playbook there with the hard count drawing the defense into the neutral zone.
All right, Bristol Bulldogs up to the line of scrimmage once again. Jamison West lining up as a tight end to the near right side in a tight formation. The snap, trying to run on through is Marshall. Marshall's going to be plugged up as he reaches the 42-yard line. He's going to set up 3rd down and about 3.5 to go for Bristol 1st down.
Back onto the field comes the starting offense.
That's led by Vic Rosa. Ashton Zabka, who has a touchdown catch. They need one more play to get on out there. That's what happens sometimes when you trying to substitute players. So Davis started out, and already now coming on out to play along that offensive line for Bristol. Rosa out of the gun will take the snap, hands it off, spun around is Hitmanyan, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. You know, they tried that little cross back there and just couldn't get it to work on the cutback.
I think on 4th down, I want to see the ball in number 2's hands right now if I'm a Bristol rooter.
That trap play needs to really be worked to perfection, doesn't it? The execution along the offensive line.
It does. And Madison's defense, very disciplined. They stay home.
Quick snap. Rosa goes straight ahead, and he's got the first down. Boy, he just raced right through there. Quick as a dart to a dart bird. Boy, down to the 33.
He hits the hole like lightning. That's exactly what you're looking for in a running back that's not huge, but he's very quick and very determined.
So it's 1st and 10. Bulldogs. Ball resting right about that 33-yard line. Rosa coming right. Can he turn the corner? Spins off one tackler, tied up by Nislik and wrestled down by a whole gang of Tigers over there. They were after him.
Nice job. They're leading the way on a number I do not have on my roster, number 84 for Madison. Oh, check, that's 94. And that was Chorney. Noah Chorney.
They did a nice job out there. Rosa gets a play from the sideline, 2nd down, and about 9 to go for the first down. If they score here, this game becomes quite interesting again. Down 16-6, 6:55 remaining in the 3rd. Gavanian goes in motion, takes the handoff, runs left. They stand him up. That play hasn't worked too well. O'Brien, the guy that hugged him, stopped him in his tracks. O'Brien had himself a big game today. Scored the game's first touchdown. Nislik has also scored. In between all that, he had that touchdown catch by Zapka. So 3rd down and about a good 11 to go here, Leo, from the 35-yard line.
I think maybe one of those misdirection passes might be in the playbook here for Bristol. Let's see which direction they go with it.
Yeah, this is the formation they run that out of. And they're going to run it now. Caught to the near side. Sorenza breaks one tackle. He's still on the run. And he's got some clear sailing ahead. Finally hunted down inside the 15 towards the 13-yard line. They run that play beautifully. And let's see it again if we can. That is huge to pick up the first down.
For a player wearing a number 74, Chase Sorenza can really move.
No, we don't have that one? Okay. Bristol will work out of the huddle. I don't know why we don't have that one. Something happening in our replay booth. We had to send that one back to New York to take a look at it. Rosa goes straight ahead. Barrels his way down towards the 10-yard line on first down. They can pick up a first down just inside the 3-yard line, Leo.
And I think that that play right there that Rose is running down, I think he's reading the holes that open up. He that time it looked like his blockers were going off to the left tackle, and he took off right over the center and got himself a solid 4 yards.
Clock down to 5:19 here in the quarter.
He's moving so quick, he's tough to stop.
He really is. He can fly. And they throw the man in motion. Rosa, nothing. Up the middle. Bounces it out left side. Slips through one tackler. He's so strong a foot towards the end zone, and he's in. That's a miraculous touchdown run. Boy, that was just a thing of beauty. He goes about 8 yards for the score. We'll make that 9 yards for the touchdown. Let's see it again.
There it is. Watch this move down where he just makes a great move right there, cutting back inside again. Beautiful.
How was that run? He needed 7 for the first down.
And they had to get down to the about 9.
About 9,
right.
Yeah. Close enough.
Fortunate against the defense.
Got a penalty before the extra point try here. 16-12 is your score now. As you mentioned, extra points so important. Bristol did not connect on their first.
There's half the distance to the goal. Reach out and point out their pass.
They've made it a game, haven't they?
They're going to set up the extra point. And doing the honors is Daphne.
Yeah, Daphne, the extra point try. Flags will fly again. Kick is no good. Penalty, I believe, against Bristol. It's a dead ball foul, so they can kick again.
They got to replay the ground, yeah.
Before the snap. So?
They were still running players onto the field for that extra point.
A lot of players running on and off the field on either side. 5:03 remaining here in the third quarter.
11 now on the field for the Bristol Bulldogs. And Madison actually counting on the field right now, making sure they have enough.
Yeah, so the penalty's going to push the ball back. They weren't going to bring the ball back. Now they'll talk to the sideline. A lot of confusion over the extra point. Official will talk to the sideline.
And my wife always wondered why I came home on Sunday night with no voice. You can hear the screaming from
Absolutely. And the fans in the stands too. All right, Luke, Daphne, extra point try, and it's no good. Tried that from some 23 yards away. Bristol will come up empty. The difference? Extra points. 16-12 you score. 5:03 remaining in the third. We'll pause for just a moment.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, welcome right back as we continue with our coverage of Shoreline Youth Football Conference play. Everybody's hanging in there. I certainly appreciate it. 5 football games in one day is a steady diet of pigskin on a Saturday. Driven right into the heart of the return guy. Good return there, smartly done by number 46, Shane Smith.
Shane Smith on the return for the Tigers.
For the Madison Tigers. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers here. How do they respond? They just gave up some points here to Bristol, and their lead is down to 4.
You know, I think if they continue to try to get to the outside, it's going to benefit this offense. They seem to get all their yardage off the edge. And I did say earlier in one of the games down that an early timeout usually, it can be helpful, but when in a game like this, Bristol may want to hold on to those timeouts as long as they can.
Well, they're taking one here with a timeout. We'll keep it right here. And once again, remind you, Glastonbury wins in grade 4, beating Newtown. Newtown responds and wins the grade 5 championship. So congratulations. They beat
North Haven.
Yep. And then Cheshire over Madison in the grade 6 championship. Yep. Grade 7 went to Southington over Madison.
Yep.
And here we go. We're in this one here with 5 minutes left. So congratulations to all the teams that were victorious, all the teams that competed not only during the regular season, because every team that you play during your regular year makes you better for a championship run. So they got to thank them as being game partners.
Yeah. And we saw some very good performances. Now, I missed the game, the grade 4 game, but grade 5, we saw some incredible quarterbacking from Gian Iaquella, who had a fantastic game. The Cheshire game was all he was
terrific. Yep.
We saw Marco Testa
6 touchdowns for Southington. Yeah, some memorable moments. We'll have the replays up online on YouTube on SportingNewsCT.com. I'm kind of excited. All the youngsters will get an MP4 file that they can put on their computer or play on their television. All part of what takes place here. Ball backed up. They'll also have the replays on the Shoreline Conference website. So a lot of ways to capture the memory. Low snap. Picked up by Nislik. That was nearly disaster there. Just reached down with that paw and made something out of nothing because he was in big trouble.
And just overrunning it from the edge that time for the Bristol Bulldogs was he came in like lightning, but he overran Nislik, and he was able to pick the ball up and get it for you yards.
Nislik on 2nd down and about 12 to go. I'm just feeling a little bit of a momentum shift here in favor of Bristol. Let's see if Madison can right the ship, and they're going to sack him. Well, they can just start to feel it going their way. Loretti made the tackle on him and sacked him for a loss of about a half a yard.
Boy, Loretti showed some strength there, and Nislik is a big kid, and Loretti got a hold of him with the left hand and pulled him down with one hand, and you'll see it here. Extra Loretti with the right hand, pulls him down, does not let go, right to the ground. Nice job by Daniel Loretti.
3rd down and about 13 to go. Oh, they just got back onside at Bristol. Trying to shoot the gap there was Elia Nichols. Nislik. And we'll get a whistle and a timeout call on the far side. Yeah, they were trying to draw him offside, and not a bad idea. That's a very aggressive defensive front for Bristol. Timeout will give us a chance to rest for just a moment. We'll be back with more football right here on SportingNewsCT.com. Why does this game feel like it's taking forever now? NFHS Network, what is it? That's where you watch high school sports. Upcoming CIC football playoff games will be on the NFHS Network. Championship games the 2nd weekend in December. So hopefully you can tune into that on December 9th. Games to be played in New Britain and West Haven will have live video streaming coverage of all those championship games. Leo, you'll be at the semifinal games in Massachusetts on the NFHS Network next weekend
at Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Right. Nice stadium, by the way.
I looked it up, and it looks like it might actually be warm.
Yes, it is warm. I wouldn't send you to a cold, deserted island. Wouldn't do that to you. After the timeout, about 13 to go. He throws long into double coverage, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Schweitzer. 2nd time they nearly connected. They had an apparent touchdown back in the first half. Take a look at that again.
Boy, I'll tell you, Nislik has a great arm. That thing is right on the money.
It really was. And he was under some pressure. He had to arc that over the defender coming right at him. He has that good height to see over the top. Brings up 4th down.
So you got to wonder, is Madison going to quick kick this one away again, or is he going to throw the football down the field?
I think he's going to kick it. Got the right foot into the ball, hits it high. Going to just roll and roll. That's fortuitous. Turns into a heck of a punt, doesn't it? That goes some 42 yards or so. Wow. On a quick kick. So Bristol backed up with 3:27 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and they trail by 4 at 16-12.
And with the temperature down below the freezing mark, it can't be easy to kick that frozen football either. Nislik got a good foot into it, moved it well down the field. And Bristol with a lot of green and real estate in front of them.
So, Bulldogs will break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. Impressive drive last time they had it. It was led by Vic Rosa. Scored on a spectacular run. He's also thrown a touchdown pass today, so they can get that done. You know, that touchdown was set up on that reverse screen. When they faked everything out to the left and came back to the right. It seems to be a play that the Tigers have problems defending.
Big third down conversion with that play. And again, I'm seeing Bristol with that second team offense in. And we'll see if the counters are still on the sidelines. Yeah, they're still on this sideline.
Marshall, he'll take the snap. Rosa into the lineup quickly as McCormick comes out. There's a snap. Straight ahead goes Marshall. And he got not much at all. Maybe a half a yard, if that, as he'll inch that stake along. I gave him a couple.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was with you. I didn't think he got much at all, and they gave him about 3 yards there.
Must have long arms that kind of reach on out like an octopus underneath the pile to put that football down there at the 25-yard line.
Bristol's going to have to move now. They got the ready whistle already, and they're just now in the huddle, so they could turn this 3rd down and 6 into a 3rd and 11 very quickly.
Daniel Hand, I should say, Madison really digging in. You think of Madison, you think of Daniel Hand.
Yeah.
Just the way it goes, I think. They should probably rename the town Daniel Hand. I got myself in trouble for that one. 2:07 left. We'll take a break. What a beautiful community, by the way. I love Madison.
Absolutely.
Love Brantford, Guilford, that whole entire area. We're in Guilford right here along the shoreline in the beautiful state of Connecticut. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. All right, welcome right back as we continue with our coverage. Leo Bowler alongside. Rosa fighting for that extra yard or two. Boy, he's just a ferocious runner. They give him a spot beyond the 30. I think he's got the first down again there, Leo.
I think you're right. They're killing the clock, and it is a first down. Boy, Vic Rosa really taking this team on his back. Getting that important first down on a 3rd down conversion.
Love those red helmets the Bulldogs are wearing tonight. Go nicely with those white shirts. The dark numerals, a little trim of red around them. Sharp-looking uniform. Madison in their familiar black and gold. Rosa breaks through one tackler. And he stood up at about the 36-yard line with a forward progress. Sets up 2nd down and about 4 to go for the first down.
2nd and 5.
You can tell there's no quit in this Bristol team. Looked like, for a bit there in the beginning, they were going to be in some big trouble here. But
I agree. And now that if they can have a long drive here, take them into the 4th quarter, they got a long way to go, 6 yards in a cloud of dust, so to speak. It's a good game plan for the Bulldogs.
1 minute remaining here in the 3rd. Rosa's going to get it off. Trying to turn. We have the Tiger defensive front, and they stop that in its tracks. Walsh made the tackle.
3rd and 4.
I know we can't carry it every play, but, I think if you're a Bristol coach, you certainly want to see number 2 with the ball in his hands most plays.
Rosa gets a play from the sideline. Will lead him out. 3rd down, and still about 4 to go for the first down. Could be a tough 4 yards. They really dig in along that defensive front. Rosa's going to try to run away from it all. Can he get the edge? He does. He's got the first down and more out towards the 46-yard line. Kim Onion set the edge for him nicely there to Daniel, and Rosa took advantage of that.
He definitely did. It's a great block on the edge. He pushed the defensive outside linebacker. Rosa took it in, a first down for Bristol, and that's going to do it here in the 3rd quarter, which was a quarter that saw the clock stop quite a bit.
go to break. We'll be right back.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I would encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Right back here at Guilford High School. We want to thank the administration at Guilford High School, the town of Guilford, for allowing Shoreline football played here on Championship Sunday. They spilled Hermione in the ball carrier trying to race through, spilled on the first down carry as he moved it to about the 47-yard line. Down to our final 10 minutes of play. Total of what, 20 quarters of football. Did I do the math right?
Yeah. 5 games.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, Vic Rosa on the sidelines right now, Don. Nursing he's got his hand in a big glove.
And hopefully he'll be okay. That is a big glove. I'd like to get a pair of those big gloves. They look really warm. Imania takes a snap, trying to slip through again and spilled. Maybe a half a yard, sets up third down. Clock ticking. Play coming in from the sideline. They're going to talk about what they want to do on this third down play, and we're going to see one of those wholesale changes. Rosa coming back out. He might just been keeping that right arm warm. No, they're going to, yeah, he is coming in. He's holding that hand there a little bit.
Yeah, he must have taken a helmet to the hand. They got to get moving. They're going to get another penalty here.
They want to be faced with third down and about 12 to go. They don't have much time in that huddle to spend now, and still shifting players in and out. Nichols hustling out, and well, that was going to be the eventual call, delay a game. A lot of confusion trying to get players in and out.
They've already used 2 timeouts in the half.
So third down at about 12 towards the 42-yard line. Trailing by just 4. It's 16-12. Stops on a dime. Runs up the middle of the field, and he's going to be brought down at about the 47-yard line. Brings up fourth down. It's probably 4-down territory for this team, the way they play. But who knows? Connor McCormick checking into the lineup for Bristol. Single safety going back deep. That's Schweitzer. Snap is good. The kick's away. Schweitzer will watch it bounce. He's going to take it on the high bounce, and he's at the 25. Down the numbers at the 30, and outside the numbers towards the 33-yard line, and brought down on a big open field tackle. Kitmanian doing a nice job on that.
Also a big hit there for Kitmanian. Looked a lot like what we saw in the last game in Southington when Marco would drive his offensive players into the turf. Kitmanian taking a a page out of Testa's book.
Yeah, Marco Testa, what a performance he had. One of the best I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. 6
It was
touchdowns.
that good. 3 of them, 75 yards or longer. This is O'Brien. They'll gang tackle him. Got it out to about the 38-yard line. Well, Madison would love that long, sustained drive where you just kind of work your way down the field, put some points up, and get out of here with a win.
They certainly have the horses to run, right, no doubt about that.
2nd down and about 5 to go for Nislek and company. They get Flanagan to the near side as a wideout here. Nislek to work under center, and we'll get a whistle again and a timeout call. A lot of timeouts being taken. They know the Patriots are playing tonight.
Bristol,
we need to get there.
Bristol has 1 left. Madison with 2 left.
They can use them all tonight.
Well, Madison doesn't have a long ride home. But,
these are
Bristol
coachable
does.
moments.
Yes.
That's right. Coachable moments is what they are. And
No.
they are valuable, aren't they? These timeouts in these situations,
Absolutely.
all kidding aside.
Yeah, yep. You know, quite often you can make a lot of corrections at halftime. You can make a lot of adjustments, but you know, some of the timeouts, I've heard some words of wisdom coming out of my players that will tell me what something's going on the other side of the field that you can't see from the sidelines, and it helps you out as a coach.
So out of the timeout, Madison coming up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 5, 6:47 left. Nislek, pitch. O'Brien trying to find a hole. They'll surround him and bring him down. He got corralled and moved it to about the 39-yard line.
Good example of Bristol's adjustments right there. They've done a good job stopping that edge run.
I think they were just utterly surprised on that opening drive put together by Madison. All that team speed they showed left on the run, and then the touchdown run of 37 by O'Brien. They just weren't ready for it. They came quickly at them.
I think you're right. And they seem to have, they've caught up.
Yeah, since 20 seconds in, they've actually outscored them. If you took out the first 20 seconds of the game, they'd have the lead.
You're right.
Outscored them 12-8. But, of course, the first 20 seconds of a game is critical and counts. It's like golf. I wish I could take away the first hole every time I tee off. Just can we not count that one?
It's a mulligan hole.
That's right.
So I think we're going to get a measurement here.
We haven't had many. So they'll bring the chains out. Well, it's a big point in the ball game. I mean, if they pick up this first down with 5:58 left, they could choose some valuable time off the clock. Bristol does not appear to be a big play team. It's a team that works it methodically down the field. Not a lot of guys are going to bust one for 60, 70-yard touchdown runs, I don't think. Rosa, I mean, probably has that capability, but
one thing that I like that they're doing, too, is they've run that screen play a couple of times. They haven't gone back to it, so I think waiting until a little later in the game is a good idea, but that's a big first down right there for Madison. That's a very big first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, that sets them up pretty good. Remember, Bristol only has 1 timeout remaining. We're here in the fourth quarter with 5:58 remaining in the ball game, and Nislek is going to work under center. Flanagan and O'Brien in the backfield. Wing out to the right side. O'Brien met at the point of contact there and brought down immediately. Boy, they needed that. Did Bristol?
That they did.
I love that play.
Nice play by Sean Thompson.
Yep. Thompson just held the edge nicely, didn't he?
And he made a nice tackle, too. Went down low at the knees, wrapped up the legs.
There's a loss of about a half a yard. Maybe a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 11 to go. Nislek looking to the sideline for the play. Handoff, first guy through. Flanagan stood up at the 48. He'll get the forward progress to the 49-yard line. And he'll be short of the first down by about 3.5 yards.
Matt Rossi, the right tackle, came out and led the blocking there, Don. He pulled from his, check that, it's the right guard. He pulled from his guard position and kicked the end out. It allowed that running back underneath, get some room to run.
Another critical play on this drive as we're down to 4:39 remaining. Right now it's going Madison's way as Flanagan, he's pulled down. He looked like he is going to break free to pick up a first down. He didn't. He's going to be shy by about a yard. So I think if you're Madison, you're going for it here.
I think
you're
right.
icing the game if you pick up the first down.
Yep. And that time it was Brendan Walsh who pulled from his left guard position to kick out that defensive end. Now, if you're the defensive lineman on that spot, if your guy's pulling, you've got to move fast to get into the backfield.
They got to be disciplined, too, with the cadence. Nislett goes with a quick snap. I know if he got it. He got a flag thrown on the play. A face mask might be the call. Nislett yelling, let's go. Oh, that's a tough break. Let's see that again. That is a tough break because it was well defended, but Nislett's head did snap around there a little bit. There's the face mask there. Oh, yeah. Big number 72, Sean Thompson. I don't think he meant to clutch it, but he did.
Yeah, they gave him the 5-yard variety. Oh, no, they're going to walk it off. They're going to give him the 15.
That's really hurtful. That puts the ball down to the 31-yard line. Bristol with just one timeout left, 4:01 remaining in the contest. Nislett takes a snap into the belly of Flanagan. Flanagan trying to dash outside. That's brought down, but positive yardage down toward the 25-yard line. I don't care if it takes 3-4 downs to pick up a first down. They're taking all the time off the clock on this drive.
You're absolutely right. Again, got to give the lineman kudos there. That was Brendan Walsh leading the blocking out there, pulling from his left guard spot, kicking out that end, and opening up that off-tackle spot. Well-executed play from a very well-coached team in the Madison Tigers.
And Bristol's going to call their final timeout here with 3:18 remaining. Well, that's interesting. They got to make a stop. I think that's what the coach is saying. You've got to get that football. If you want to win this game, you've got to get that football, and you got to get it now. We'll keep it right here.
It certainly could take a tremendous amount of time off the clock from the 25 in. They can just keep going 3 or 4 yards at a time, and it's going to take 30 seconds off every time the ball is snapped.
I think all our production people, along with us, are getting a little bit fatigued standing on our feet all day long here. Will any of us be able to make it back to our car? Will be the question. Danny Alvarado, we'll have to wake him up. Max Monroe's young enough to still be awake. Tom Siasia in our age bracket, he's hurting. Andrew Danik up top. He's a loner on our main camera, doing a terrific job up high. Big play here. Second down, out of the timeout. Flanagan, the ball carrier, fighting for the first down. Tumbles down towards the 20-yard line. It looks like he got a first down.
Yes, he does. Clock will stop while they move the chains, and that's it. Running again.
Bristol cannot stop the clock. They need a turnover. Madison has done a terrific job securing the football.
The difference in the game, the 2 made extra point kicks by the Madison kicker.
Nice look under center. Flanagan. Nowhere to go. It'll be second down and virtually 10. Flanagan needs a little help getting to his feet. You forget that they're 8th graders, don't you? As the game goes on, they play at such a high level and play with such athleticism. You do know the fourth graders when they're out there because they're little.
Yes. Yeah. It's a dramatic difference between the 6th and 7th grade.
It really is.
We saw today.
Yep. And then a leap from 7th to 8th grade. It's amazing. We're seeing some of the future high school stars here in the state of Connecticut. A few will go on and play some college ball, and one or two may even be very impactful. And who knows, move on to the NFL. Flag back into the pocket of the official. They were going to call delay a game against Madison, but they use their timeout with 2:03 left. And they have the 4-point lead. We'll continue to keep it right here. We'll have the post-game ceremony down below. We'll play a few highlights throughout the day if they have something queued up like that for us as we leave you tonight. And don't forget to watch the replays on YouTube, also SportingNewsCT.com, and, of course, the Shoreline Football Conference website. 3 different ways you can take a look at that. And if you'd like to request an MP4 file, we can get you that too, especially for the grandparents and the parents of the guys and all the guys that are playing here on the gridiron throughout the day today. There's our 5 games coming to a close.
Just 123 seconds remaining in our afternoon, Don.
It's amazing. Began in early morning daylight, ending in the darkness of night. Flanagan, the ball carrier. Boy, he's been a powerful runner, hasn't he, over this last stretch. Down this field he goes from left to right, carrying the football in crucial situations to keep this drive going.
Now, if you're the defensive end at this point, Don, and you've been kicked out of there 3 or 4 times on your side, and it happens both directions on that off-tackle play, your adjustment on defense is you've got to get that defensive end to attack. He's got to go down and meet that blocker at the point of attack, and it clogs the hole up.
Again, they go to Flanagan.
Just like that.
Yeah, and Flanagan, not much going on.
Yep, that time coming up on the play. Big number 73, Daniel Loretti, did a good job clogging that hole. That's exactly what you need to do.
So it brings up 4th down. So in theory, Bristol may have one last touch with the football if they can stop Madison right here. But not much time to work with, that's for sure.
That's right.
Nice look under center. First down will do it. They need about 1.5 yards. Nislek has the first down. And it's going to be victory for Madison by the slimmest of margins. 2 extra point kicks, totaling a total of 4 points of difference. For Madison, yet another Shoreline championship here at the grade A level. They had 3 teams compete today. 1 will come away victorious.
And both on the foot of Aiden McKay. Those 2 extra points.
Nislek will take a knee. They don't have to run another play. They'll line up at the 50-yard line. And both teams will shake hands. Bristol eager to do so. It's a cold night on the outside. And, yep, that's going to do it. Madison, your champs, 2017 Grade 8 Shoreline Football Conference champs, 16-12. That's your final score. They'll meet at the 50. We'll queue up a couple of highlights. We'll be back with the post-game ceremony. The awards presentation up next. What a performance by both these teams. A good second half put together by Bristol, in particular defensively, to make this game very interesting.
Absolutely, and solid play from Vic Rosa. They got some great play defensively from their secondary, coming up, making some plays, shutting down that outside run.
Bristol coaching staff huddling around with his players. Madison victorious. What a day of football it has been. Cheerleaders from Madison down on the field. One of my favorite things is the little guys, like the little brothers of the players. There's a number 8 across the way from Madison. He's probably 4 years old. 5 years old, maybe. Football in hand, excited to be part of it all, and the teams will meet at the 50-yard line.
In 8 years, we might be doing his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Fine performance by both teams here tonight. Very impressed with Vic Rosa for Bristol. Nislik did a terrific job for the Madison Tigers. O'Brien was impressive here tonight also. All right, we'll step aside. We'll be back with the post-game ceremonies in just a moment.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I would encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
All right, welcome right back. Let's go to a couple of the highlights and check out all the exciting stuff that took place here, Leo Bowler.
And that's, we're seeing O'Brien scamper into the end zone on his 37-yard run, second play from scrimmage. This is a nice pass here from Rosa into the hands of Austin Zabka. And that put Bristol on the board. There's a dive into the end zone by Mr. Nislik. Kevin Nislik bringing his Madison Tigers their second down. This one gets called back. There's a block in the back. Nice run by O'Brien to get into the end zone, however.
That was a big call, however, because that really would have put the game out of reach, and I don't think it would have given Bristol a chance to make it as tight as they have here.
And there's Vic Rosa doing some really great moves, dodging them tacklers and fighting his way into the end zone. He got some very key first downs for the Bristol Bulldogs throughout the game.
Well, both teams now meeting at the 50-yard line, and once again we'll bring you a very brief awards presentation down below. Some highlights from earlier today, games that were played.
Shoreline does a presentation of.
That was the 4th grade game, right?
Yep.
Now the 5th on North Haven and
that's the 5th. Yeah, the 5th grade game.
Yeah, in Newtown.
It's all one long game to me now. And we'll bring you one more highlight from all the action that was played today. That's from the 4th grade game right there. Look at that football IQ. What a run for a touchdown. All right, we'll take a break. Actually, we'll keep it right here. Let's go out to midfield.
Round of applause for your 8th grade runner-up, Bristol Bulldogs.
All right, the ceremony coming to a close in just a moment here. Madison victorious 16-12 here in grade 8. I want to thank Leo Bola for all his work tonight. Great work. Tom Siassi on one of the cameras, Andrew Danik on the other. Danny Alvarado doing a great job producing for 4 of the 5. Max Monroe, 1 of the 5 as a producer, and they flip-flopped on the graphics too and did a terrific job with all that. Not easy to remain in that concentrative mood, if that's a word. I kind of like that, concentrative. I like that. If I made it up, it's a good one, I think. Anyways, I think you get it. Now the award presentation, the trophy being awarded to the champions, Madison. And they will collect the trophy for a job well done.
2017 Shoreline champions, Madison Tigers.
All right, with that, we leave you, Madison, your champions in grade 8. Goodbye, everybody.